Precision bombing run, trying to go
I
in.
just popped a flare right above you.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, good shit. Yeah.
Unbelievable! Absolutely deletes the Puma from existence. And Kursk is down to one enemy German tank. What a strike. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we're venturing out from squad and instead doing an Eye in the Sky episode of a round of Hell Let Loose. Yes, we've got an hour of some top-down World War II tactical shooter action, and we're going to be kicking it off with Kursk, a map that is known for the infantry grind and the wide open tank battles, so I think y'all will enjoy. Now, I will warn you, the admin commands in Hell Let Loose are a little different from squad, but this round ended up being an extremely entertaining game of warfare, which is like a tug of war game mode if you're really not too familiar with Hell Let Loose, between the Russians on the Allied side and the Germans on the Axis. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you like what you see and you want to be a part of a future video, my server community, the Potato Fields, just opened up this Hell Let Loose server, so do feel free to hop on in and join the fun. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace. All right, Eye in the Sky. And wait, what? Wait, yeah, this is Hell Let Loose. This ain't squad. Yeah, we are doing some Hell Let Loose Eye in the Sky. I'm sure I just covered it in the intro, but the Potato Fields, my gaming community, we have a brand new Hell Let Loose server. Just search Potato Fields in the server browser. We got it. So, as the inaugural episode, I thought it might be kind of nice to take a look. Oh, no, you can't. I don't know. Okay, there's going to be a lot of notifications. You can't join my squad, guys. Can't join my squad. But we're going to be doing Kursk. Kursk is a wide open map. It's going to be hopefully a lot of tanks, hopefully a lot of artillery, and as you can see, a lot of trenches. So we are on warfare game mode. If you're not too familiar with Hell Let Loose, essentially you have secure sections. You can see it's locked. So, for example, listening post. The enemy, I think we are on the Soviet side, I believe. Yeah, we're on the Allied side, Soviets. The listening post here, you actually can't attack it yet. So Oleg's house has to be captured and then into listening post. So we are going to be on board with the Soviets. They have a Rooski flank, then listening post over to Oleg's house, and then destroyed battery. Finally, ammo dump. We are hopefully going to be seeing some awesome stuff. I swear, Lawrence, if you try to request my goddamn unit one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay. All right, fine, Lawrence. It is all about you, Lawrence. Lawrence 1011. Is there in no way just have a private squad? I don't want any invites.
Defense this entire game.
All right, Sweet Pea. We already have some command chat going on. As we see, it looks like I'm not able to see enemy squads here on the map, but a few things that we can do, bounce around the map, some pretty cool tools to actually see everything unfold here on Hell Let Loose. So should be a good game. Oleg's house already halfway secured by the Germans, as we have a couple looks like, whoa, hello, couple I said maybe half tracks trucks already moving up, and we have German armor has already begun to say, hey, hello, we're gonna start blowing you guys up. Okay, let's take a look at I think we can actually do this here. Oh, look at, you gotta love it. Can actually teleport and actually get some eyes on and where they are trying to shoot at right now.
Artillery?
Really nice.
Can I get every squad to get your fucking in?
Sweet Bee's trying to set up artillery. Really nice admin tools. And it looks like, is that a T-34? I believe T-34 is already flanking here. And he's going to be ambushed. Yes. Oh, and just missed. As we got AT coming in from the left side as well. Another AT. Looks like maybe a Panzerschreck just lands a little short of the T-34. Another shot misses. And finally hits. It's right underneath the the whole, they're completely missing every one of these shots. The Panzer just cannot get a shot on. T-34 is trying to run over the anti-tank in the middle of the field, and there it goes, pins right through. And finally, on the one shot that needed to count, he makes it count. Panzers take out the first tank on Kursk. And a little chaotic here, as now they're trying to figure out the crew here. Mr. Bones and crew trying to figure out where exactly maybe that AT was coming from. And unfortunately, squad doesn't have, or I guess a Hella Loose doesn't have as smooth as camera, so I'm going to try to move it as little as possible here. But AT, I think from way downtown, managed to take a shot at this Panzer here.
Enemy supplies being dropped near Oleg's house.
But we have another shot in. T-34. I don't know if we can see it. There it goes. Another shot right over.
It's kind of scary.
And we're going to maybe...
Yeah,
I want to try to see if we can't get a target here. Looks like it's not going to let us. T-34 trying to take shots, and he's not even... Our Panzer right here is not even worrying about him just yet.
I went into the trenches.
Ooh, and there it goes. Pins.
That sounds like cowardice.
To the right side of the turret, and another one just right over.
I mean, I thought you got stuck.
Panzer starts to back up as T-34 has finally dialed in the range, and ooh, just hitting the top of that building. You're gonna have a lot of wide open tank fights to start this here. As we can see now, the blue is our Russian infantry, Soviet infantry just hitting to the trenches. They're just starting to try to advance a little bit.
Killed by enemy infantry that just ran up to me.
And once the infantry, oh my goodness, I think it was little Billy just got obliterated next to us, right next to the wood pile, as the T-34 from our far left at the tree line. Wish I could highlight it, but another deflection as Mr. Bones and Cruz takes out another tank. So he has 234s to his name as T-34s. Oh, and that's a third. What a shot.
Rocket zone.
Unbelievable. After what looked like they were going to be the ones getting killed themselves, they have dialed it in. Oh, they didn't finish him off, but they do now. The second T-34, I thought he was donezo, but final shot comes in and pins right through. The Russians are already down 3 T-34s actually, and let's take a look. I'm not seeing any on the map right now. We do have one artillery piece, a Kite the Gambler, jumping on the arty, and they're going to try to get some, as we can see, some looks like some barrage coming in. Grad barrage actually is trying to soften up the point. But this is not going to work unless you get Mr. Bones and his Panzer crew kind of out from the high ground. And you can see this open ground that the Soviet infantry has to deal with is just going to be really, really tough. So let's get on over to our infantry fights, as we see this trench fight is going to be absolutely deadly as they're trying to push and use the trenches in order to get into Oleg's house.
Trenches, guys. You got guys right in front of you.
Yes, they do. We're about to get a huge trench slog.
Yeah,
as you can see the C marker here.
We're fucking slugging it out, boys.
Okay,
they are slugging it out.
Close. You guys on the edge of that fucking strafing run. Watch your ass.
As we see Germans in the trenches get turned to paste. Toxic Hamster trying to... Oh, he does! Knocks out Error. Is that a... Oh, smoke. I thought that was a grenade there. Smoke, actually, right in front of him. Finkin taking shots as well. Orbita, oh, grenades might be good. Finkin just a little short. Oh, but that one lands. Knocks out 2 in the trenches. Toxic Hamster, Lawrence, Operator gone, and the Morgan trying to clear it out, and they are doing a great job. It's only me left at the far end of the trench.
Hey, Echo,
he's behind
Charlie,
a lot of cover. We can't.
all you guys that are right there.
And Parkinson's, for some reason, is wearing his winter camo. Not quite sure what that's about. But you got full infantry push now coming to the trench. Grenades about to go off as well. A little short. Smoky goes down. And right to our left, we now have a tank as well. Panzer pushing up. This is a massive fight over the trenches into Oleg's. Rafai He gets his, I think that's a DP-27, tries to just ramble it right outside the trench, and he gets laid out instantly. You see now on our front right, this is why you don't want to do it. They got the high ground on the trenches here. Good shots, good coverage, and this is just going to be an absolute slog.
I hope that this bear head is in a good spot.
Oh, that's a big grenade. Just lands right outside the trench, but it might land on Toxic Hamster. Oh my goodness. Blown to pieces. Oh, 2 more blown to pieces. The Russian squads have been turned to just 3 infantry left. Unbelievable accuracy from the steel hand grenades. The potato mashers doing work as you now have.
Command, this is Alpha Recon. Leaves Garrison mark is accurate.
As you now have just a few trying to go prone, and that another grenade, and that goes a little out of the trench. I'm not sure if that's going to do much, but that one lands in. Yasuka nearly taken one, and while his body grabs the rest of it, Woodsman Will
Hey, give me comms. Where's that garrison on the grid?
Alpha
is now, he cannot believe what he's about to see.
Hold up, I'm getting shot. Up.
Woodsman Will, oh my goodness!
What grid is the garrison?
Bombing run deletes everything, and that is incredibly effective.
Yes, through that whole entire trench line.
German bombing run clears it out, and you just have me, who was by himself earlier. He's by himself now, but he's about 50 yards closer to the enemy. And Yasuka now trying to get right back in it.
For the entire, since the entire fucking.
Okay, well.
And Yasuka has a grenade in hand, and he's caught
If you zoom in on the objective,
me with another good shot from his car 98K, and actually takes out Op Order. I believe had the PPSH. Great shots.
Oh, I see it. Okay. The icon was in the way.
And not quite sure what he's doing. I think he's just grabbing a breath.
Hey, we need more guns covering that long trench.
That car 98K is absolutely deadly. Arguably my favorite bolt action rifle. And we're going to take a quick look at the map just to see how far. Yep, you can see the enemy infantry mark. That's where the Germans were pinned up previously to that airstrike. But now you have, look at just the wave of squads coming in. You got them on the trenches. You got them on outside the trenches. But what you might not see is Squad A over here. He's actually trying to set up a garrison. He has an outpost that's like a rally just for his own squad. If he can set up a garrison on the west side, this flank is going to completely cut the advancing Germans off. And in the meantime, we have a light tank.
Okay, Alpha. That stationary Panzer is destroyed.
Stationary Panzers destroyed. That looks like probably the one way out west here. Yep, enemy tank marked. They're calling that one as finally destroyed. Mr. Bones and crew doing an absolute devastating, just Overwatch, knocking out multiple T-34s before finally getting knocked out himself. So I'd have to say that's a good first round for their Panzer.
Close to this trench.
Woodsman Will and crew trying to push up, but you can see,
We have artillery. My marker is right on top of them.
I mean, they're able to just knock out so many infantry at far range. You're not going to be able to do much unless you're able to get your own tanks up. And here we go. We got a supply truck coming in, trying to maybe get some more garrisons up. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any tank crews, which is a little disappointing because that's how you're going to kind of root out the Germans right now. One probably T-34 way out west at the D point.
At command,
And
they got an enemy supply truck that's heading towards the west. Near where
it
those
is
Panzers
all
were at.
back
I
on the
think they're gonna
trenches
try to get
again.
garrison.
I murdered that fucking supply truck's driver.
Excellent, excellent.
Gearing on listening post.
Oh, another vehicle goes up in smoke. Looks like one of the Russian supply or German supply trucks.
Hit by a tank or a landmine or something back. I'm not having good success.
And this trench looks like it's going to be it. This is going to... The fight for Oleg's is going to come down to whoever can feed less meat into the grinder, and one more supply truck behind us goes boom.
On
Oh, and
Baker's
hold on a
outpost,
second.
on
Who is
there.
this? You got a big
Further,
flankaroonie.
closer to the edge of the
I think
map.
that was Able Squad from earlier.
I'll get it up for you if you
Or actually, Able Squad might be a bit closer to us. Yeah, Able pushing in. Off to our right. This is Able. Oh my goodness.
Location was there. He's trying to
The
run
grenades.
away,
I mean,
though.
you got to try to do something different, right? The trenches. You now see a handful of Russian infantry trying to just lay prone and get across the trenches. And you know what? It's actually starting to work as Russians are both storming inside and outside. Germans down to just a handful up the north trench side.
Are they shooting Artie?
We have now, let's zoom
Yeah,
around
sounds
here a
like
little
that.
Closer. Wise guy with the MG42. And Musk
Again.
Ox. Is he going to be able to do it?
There's enemies on the listening post.
Musk Ox, a
Enemies on
devious
this
bomb.
post.
They're able to push in. Young Nutty jumps in. Absolutely
Like one guy.
YOLOs into the trench, and Reef Donkey goes full auto
Do we have
with
our
the
two squads that are
MG42.
committed to
Rambo style
defense?
alpha quip.
Defending.
Trying to push in, but
bud.
gets absolutely blasted by Joe 66 and his STG-44. Muskox pushing in. Reef Donkey gets taken out, and the Russians have secured the
Don't worry
first
about
trench
attacking
line.
guys, I'm about to shred 'em with
Got
some air
KK
strikes.
up to the
We are
front
on
right.
listening post.
Not sure if he realizes Muskox is in his trench line. He has his pistol out.
That supply truck is
Two
trying to
ships
get
passing the night as
occupied
Obito Samuke, Abutos Muske. I'm
we
calling
got-
him
we got
Ob.
listening post
We got
running
Ob
out
out
there right
there.
now.
Doesn't matter because he's
You
dead.
guys are about to get shredded by
Well, now you got a strafing run
that whole
right in
squad
front of
in the
us.
trench right by a strafing run.
Muskox, unbelievable. He's going to be doing it, and I think he just squashed an outpost here, running it over, which prevents the Germans from respawning now. And you can see it is almost all clear. What was a completely German-held trench is now Russian-controlled.
Listening post again.
Because now we also have a grad barrage coming in.
If you can move down that trench
Oh, and that is completely on target.
with those supplies,
Oh!
I'll start running over to those supplies. wherever
Every
they drop them.
German that was outside of the building
you
has
can
been
mark 'em,
turned
I'll
into
drop
dust.
oh, it's gonna be a couple
Pieces
minutes,
of
and I'm
them
gonna have, like, a
strewn
straight
across the
round
field, and I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed
Hey, guys, don't
dismemberment.
forget your OPs.
But thank you,
All
Hell
guys
Let
in
Loose,
those
because that
trenches
is
near OLED.
incredibly rewarding to see. There you go. And let's take a look on the advanced Olegs finally being surrounded.
It's just a recon.
As
They're
you can
somewhere
see,
back.
the whole west side is about to be cut off as Alpha and Lima squad have now started to close
Okay, I
in.
found him.
But it's all dependent on what Russian supply has been able to do, because I'm not seeing many outposts, and I'm not seeing many infantry
We have an
respawning
enemy
in.
tank. We have an enemy recon tank at middle spawn. I don't have anything to deal with that.
And just trying to see exactly
Such is life.
where the
Hey, can you
Germans
blow
might
that
be
up?
respawning. Here
Does
you
anyone
go.
wanna deal with the tank on Bravo, Mark? It's just killing everybody.
I think that's a Panther? Tiger? Is it Tiger 2 Panther?
You
I'm
have
not quite
AP
sure.
on your squad.
Exactly.
I'm a recon squad now.
I think that's a Panther. Panther coming in
Enemy
on the
supply
west
truck is
side. I
coming.
think they have Panthers and IS-2s, I believe, are the heavy tanks.
Hey, you can build another garrison.
And looks like
Build a
he's
squad
getting
whenever
shot
you spawn.
by
There's all kinds of supplies.
the PTRS.
Just keep
It's an
on.
anti-tank rifle. Not going to be able to do much of that front armor.
Tankies, what are you doing?
Does no one have an anti-tank?
And
right? Where's
I'm
my
not
AT guys?
seeing any tanks
You guys
still
talking to your squads right now.
in Kursk. A map that really should be a tank fight is turning into just a one-sided tank playground
If you don't have engineers,
as the Panthers just
Guns,
deflecting
AT
easy
guys.
anti-tank shots. Apologize, this camera is a little it's definitely not made to make smooth transitions here. Well, that's Mr. Bones and T-34. Sorry, the Panzer crew earlier. So upgrading from their Panzer, maybe 2, was it 3? Panzer 3,
We got all kinds of supplies. up
Panzer 4. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. They got some sort of Panzer. I don't know what it is, but it was good. They did it well.
We have 2 tanks on that hill to the southeast. We need some AT help here.
They're going to be locking
Man, if you
that
got a
down.
strike.
And out to Oleg's house. That is the supply truck that they had tried to push forward so they could get a forward garrison. I don't think
Yeah,
it
where's it at?
happened. We see these are all outposts, so this is just squad spawns. Still
That
outposts,
light tank that's
outpost, outpost.
blown to shit.
Not able to get
I need a
any
mark on
form
the
of team spawn. If they're able to get that garrison, then they'd be a little bit more in business. And I think this is our sniper still in the back, just trying to pick off Germans as they leave Oleg's house.
Working on it, hang on.
Our mark is 100% accurate. It's standing there fucking us up.
You
Go
see
for
the
it. They go to have.
the anti-tank doesn't look like it's
Heavier
getting
tanks
in.
better
Oh,
work.
hold on a
Hit the
second.
heavy tank. Hit the heavy tank.
Too late.
They have a
Yeah,
garrison directly behind our point.
Tell me what happens with this precision.
Precision bombing run trying to go in.
Hey,
Probably
India
gonna
squad,
get the
I just popped a flare right above you.
Oh my goodness!
Good shit.
The,
Unbelievable!
Still up though.
Absolutely deletes the Puma from existence.
sec.
And Kursk is down to 1 enemy German tank.
Hey, we need engineers built.
What a strike!
Moving up.
We got some fucking asshole, some fucking squad on the enemy team with a machine gun set up behind listening post on our south.
Yep, I'm gonna try and run up there and deal with them. They might have a Gary back here, so.
A handful of infantry now. Trying to push up, and let's see. Woodsman will. Oh, his backup just got obliterated too.
Hey, psych,
Woodsman
you
will.
work on getting
Peter
I'm working on it.
Parkinson's.
I'm trying to
Boils.
find around this suit.
It's just kind of fruitless right now without any
I
anti-tank
think if you come
to do anything. I'm actually surprised.
Enemy garrison destroyed on my location.
Gotta be in the north side.
I'm actually surprised no
if you
field
look,
guns have been trying to
map
get set up
reflection
either.
body,
Anti-tank crews can set up field guns if they have the supply for it. And, you know, it's not as good as a tank, but it's much better than nothing.
But there's like 2-3 guys over
Especially if
there
you only have your
right now.
anti-tank rifles at the moment. And I did see some movement way out in the distance here. I think we're finally
Enemy
getting some
garrison destroyed
tanks,
west of
online.
Oleg's house. Yay.
unless I
Cabin,
missaw.
listening
And as much as we've been into this
post. Enemy all over
this
my
this push into Oleg's,
Enemy loots.
it
Enemy
actually
light tank
looks like
creeps
a
southwest,
listening post is being captured by an enemy
outside of
squad
Oleg's
right now.
house. Probably
There's
And hold
nowhere
on a
listening
second.
post that's safe for garrison. It's just gonna be a
Here we
forward
go, over to Softer Taco, and Smocky knocks him out, and you have a full enemy, multiple squads pushing
Skill issue.
a listening post. Wise guy Joe, let's see. I really wish I could see the enemy team right here, but we're getting reinforcement calls from the commander. This is going to make it a little harder for them
Drop your
to
OP,
capture it.
your
You can
OPs,
see
guys.
there's only a handful of infantry nearby. It looks like Gulf Squad trying to help out. A
Wow,
devious
there's
bomb
nothing but
tosses a
that.
grenade, and
Oh, well,
not
well,
sure if he's going to be able to do much. Wise guy
Fuck, so.
Joe Pan just able to get a little bit behind cover for that grenade.
Hey,
But
all
you need a
guys that are in
full
the trench,
retreat now, or this might
I
be
see
a
you
really
guys
close
going
game.
south.
You
You're
can see
wrong.
now you have a whole bunch of
going the wrong
Soviets.
direction.
They're
You're
just
going
in no
south. You're
man's
wrong.
land. A handful looks like Kilo Foxtrot. They're trying to fall back a little bit.
No, I just got shredded as soon as I found the
Germans
spot.
able to hold the trenches though, and
I
there
could have put it in the trench.
it's just
but
going to
that
be
fucking Gary south
a handful of infantry trying to just push across an open field into now German-held trenches on their own position. There you go, another one just down as he tries to
Who's this fucking
shift
Muskox?
W right into the trench
Who's this
ahead of
fucking
him.
Muskox? He wants to
This
be
is an
commander. I will
absolutely
back out right
devastating
now.
attack by the Germans. They have flanked. I really wish I could see. I think they've flanked more on the west side, set up a garrison or a couple outposts, push in from the west side of listening posts, as well as having the fire superiority with the vehicles up on the, I think here, yep, vehicles on the hill. And that is just a combo
We're defending.
that the Russians right now are not equipped to deal with. especially when I don't think we still have no tanks. One T-34 back here. I did see another one. Oh, they're finally getting numbers on it. As looks like Hotel, Easy, Lima, all trying to push in. And the trenches are secure. That was extremely close. So Germans able to relieve a little bit of pressure on Oleg's, nearly taking over listening post, or at least neutralizing it here. Really, really close. Want to see if maybe there was an outpost or garrison that popped. We would be able to see some of the outlines of the enemy team, the Germans here in red, if we would have, if they had some outposts or other team spawn somewhere out west, but it's not looking like it happened. Yeah, just some. Oh, hold on a second. Here it is. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Wow, now that is sneaky. Just southwest of this trench line, the Soviet Stalung, Soviet lines, right? Stalung, maybe? I don't know. I don't speak German. You can see that is a very, very sneaky position, and that's just going to lead almost a constant stream of Germans to push right back in the trenches. I don't think, at least right now, they're going to be threatening to take it. There's enough infantry falling back for the listening post. But give enough time, and you're going to have a bad supply line as well. Any support trucks, anything try to get back up to listening post to help the front is just going to be cut off.
We got Germans in our most southern spawn.
You now have What's Up, Wise Guy, Swaggins,
right below
or Swagris rather, tossing grenades, and this is just a big old trench fight.
So they're already ready to take,
Oh, great shot! Thanksgiving off to our left. Knocks out one as Swagris is backed up in his own trench, pulls out a grenade.
They're not gonna capture.
Little defensive grenade. Not sure if that's going to knock anyone else. Karen might roll into it, just barely misses, and Wise Guy now holding it. I think a grenade lands right next to him, but he might get a three-piece here with this grenade. One just over the trench.
Don't even suggest it.
Another one over the trenches. Hodo trying to go full auto with the PPSH. Gets taken out by Wise Guy. Ethan trying to go with the flank on the right side. PPSH as well. Wise Guy with the pistol tries to hold on, but can't. Ethan takes a shot in the head. As now it's just Swagris. Oh my goodness, no, it's not just Swagris.
Spawn back up.
Command, this is Alpha. If you could drop supplies on Alpha.
Swagris desperately trying to hold on, but it's just the wave of Russians.
He's backing up slowly.
And now it's Captain
Yeah,
Thickness.
we can tell guys to be AT, but if they don't
Oh, that's a
be
good.
AT,
I'm glad
well,
that the
just
Russians
can't
here, they're not just saying, okay, well, they're not
Boot 'em
capping
out of the
anymore.
squad
Let's
if they don't wanna
move
be
back. But now you have a
Simple
full
problem
squad
fixed.
trying to clear out and deal with the actual danger, trying to figure out where that spawn is. And oh my goodness, 2 out of the 3 just done. Grenade tossed out, and I think Kieran spots it, so he's going to fall back a little bit. Yep, not going to take out any with that one.
There's a Panzer IV F2 pushing up behind the Panther.
There's a second tank pushing
As
up behind the
Iwan, Jamshid, and Nyap all trying to hold the trench line from the Russian defense here. Ethan pushing in quick with that PPSH, and he goes full auto. Ivan, 2 dead. Good call out, and he just clears the trench here. Hyper 7 slowly advancing as Ethan bandages up, and he might catch a shot to the dome as he does.
Can we get an armor squad or something? Like, what is going on? We need some tanks.
We do need some tanks.
That or a Katushka strike.
And looks like listening post is going to be down to just a handful.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna take my squad your way. Okay, Abel.
As a couple tanks now, a couple Panzers.
Okay, Fox tank mark is a Panther.
Dude.
Fox vehicle mark, light vehicle mark is a Panzer IV.
There you go, Panzer IV and Panther. That Panther, I think that's Mr. Bones' Panther that we saw earlier. They've just been holding that ridge.
Outpost is up on the flank.
Anti-tank not working. No tanks yet as the team. And hold on a second, this is going to be a weird camera movement. Roll with it here.
Sweet, thank you.
They're already pushing, trying to
We're
push
gonna
that
roll over to
garrison
that.
we just spawned in.
You got
And it
precision
looks
strike,
like the
Andy?
west side.
No, I don't have any nodes.
West side, that is a garrison, and that is already swarmed.
Mark.
You just see T. Callan,
Listening post is accurate. It's in the middle of the field.
Zamor. Oh, and it's cleared actually, so maybe Germans don't just know where that outpost is and garrison. So this set of buildings, which we can see right about here where these blue dots are spawning in, that's where the team spawn is. So good flanking position. And if you hold the trenches, as we can see here, a lot of blue wave coming over the trenches. If you hold the trenches, able to head up from that western side as well, you're now going to start pinching the Germans in. And hold on a second, just
Enemy Gary on ping.
almost looked like we did see a tank
Hey, I want
from
you guys to
way
know
out
I'm
down.
back here in a spot. I was back here in a spot. but
Where is it?
There were supplies.
Oh, there it is. T-34 dials it into the Panther, and he actually gets a good shot. That's a great shot.
Is that it right there?
Panther
Try and look for that Gary. That's
backs
there. We're
up, and
trying
his
to
gunner
push
shoots
hard.
off into
Mark.
space.
I'm on my
Gary
way.
is marked.
Sweet, thank you.
It's,
And another one.
square.
I think disables almost a turret here. I'm not sure if he's going to have
We got a Puma
the
rush in
angle.
our garrison.
Oh, and he does. This Panther is hurting. And he's going to try. Oh, gets pinned from the
Puma on
Panzer
Baker
IV.
mark right now. He's moved west.
Baker, hey Baker, do me
And
a
he
favor.
goes down.
What's
And
up?
that T-34, I've got to
I know
say,
it's loud on your end.
hey,
Oh,
you know
dude,
what?
like to turn
He might
down
have
my,
died for the cause,
mic
but
volume.
that completely helped his team. The Panther now pushing back, and the Panzer,
Okay,
you can
so I
see
can-
he's
we talk
smoking.
about
He's
volume?
not feeling too
Oh.
good.
We can't hear.
As now
any
he's starting to
of the
get some
loud
shots
noises
from
around
some
you. We can only hear you.
some of the anti-tank rifles.
Fox light vehicle mark is still that Panzer IV, completely stationary.
Enemy garrison on the flank. He's down.
We lost our garrison.
Believe right in front of us. You see this
Drop that
blue
bias.
dot. I think that's the. Yep, you can see his rifle
Supplies
just
for a garrison
pushing
on
a
the
little
flank
bit.
post.
We're gonna swap to his angle here. Noodle.
Charlie Mark light
They're
vehicle.
gonna be camping listening posts.
There you go.
Yeah, guys. They
They're
just dropped the
camping
whole
metal
supply.
HQ.
He's just trying to take shots, and it's not going to be able to do much. But you know, if that tank doesn't move,
There's literally
much better than nothing.
AT, I'm putting explosive ammo right by you.
Oh no, Panzers dialing the trench in,
One of my guys is taking out a garrison ammo.
and looks like he hasn't seen the anti-tank just yet. Noodle realizes the Panzer's turning a little bit.
I love how this guy's talking shit, but he's not even an officer. He's not even like in any kind of helpful position. His squad is
And
completely
ooh,
cut
looks like
off
that's
from the
another
rest
good
of us.
shot in. And Panzer's turning.
Could we get more?
Doesn't
squads
quite
back on
see
defense
Noodle in the
this
trench
listening
yet. I
post?
mean,
We
as long
got
as he
our-
has
we lost
ammo,
our
just
gunpoint.
chipping away. It's gonna be really hard to deal with.
Sweet. Any way I could get a. Oh,
Um,
it's already a tank.
But
Never mind.
doesn't matter. Listening post. That garrison finally marked on the map. That garrison that has been a problem as oh, the Panthers pushing back up. Mr. Bones and crew has been absolutely rocking
Is advancing
the
north.
hill.
The Panzer
And now
IV
we
is
have the
advancing north.
fight for the listening post. Once again, trenches just pushing in. South side, I think you had just enough. Oh, almost a big push coming in now. This has to
This game
happen
is so fucking janky.
if the Soviets want to hold on to listening post. And there we go. Cheech with the flamethrower. Are you kidding? He might just get a whole team wipe here with this flamethrower.
I've taken out 5 fucking supply trucks, and I can't get them to the
And he
trucks.
just needs to be a little brave. Oh no!
I'm in spot.
Nearly gets an entire trench wipe. I think just a little too quick
So I can't reach them.
to pull the trigger. If he had just waited a second. But with those flames, everybody knew exactly what was coming, and listening post is just hanging on. You can
We're
see the
pushing
blue
in.
wave, and hold on a
Pushing it out.
second.
One man arm.
Alilamoose over in the trench. Takes out 2, and he might get a massive flank with the MP40. There goes another 2. And a third. Elimus with almost a full team wipe right now as you have 3 Russians stuck in the trench. Or I guess more the crater right in front of him. Quiet Pixel's trying to push out. He goes prone. Gonna swap around real quick.
Precision strike that Panther is like prime target.
Oh, and not MP40. He actually has the
Precision
STG-44.
strikes are actually really expensive, so that's why I
As
haven't had one this whole time.
oh my goodness,
Copy that.
nearly able to pull it off. Good effort by Alelamus.
Do we just not have any AT, guys?
AT is garbage on the Soviet side. That's why.
And
You can't-
another
you don't
tank
get
just
anything
slams
good.
right into the
Stupid-ass
trench.
sniper, ain't it?
It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Well,
basically
yeah,
the
yeah,
prone
you
only
have to
sniper.
level
This,
up.
and
I
can
mean,
only hit
you
them
could
from
not
the
get
side,
these
so the
tanks
or the
off
back.
of this ridge.
Even
Just
back.
able to
Yeah, you
shoot
have to
right
level
down
up to
into
get
the
that
trenches, and Russians need to figure
What
out
about getting our
something
own
about
army
that
up,
soon.
maybe? They're gonna be stationary.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Smarty. Just let me know where you wanna head. I
I
got.
think we hit CNA's tank marks.
Alrighty, copy that.
That Charlie tank mark's old.
Alpha take mark is active.
Recon's coming up, artillery.
And let's take a look. Oh, we have a full. The actual.
Charlie,
I
copy.
thought we could see our kills. We'd have to go down.
Yeah, we
I think
Hagen?
person by
You see those
person here.
supplies coming behind you.
But this is a huge slog right now in the trenches. We're gonna take a big look at the battlefield
Artie,
to see how it's
smack the
developing
shit out of
because we can
Oleg's
see
house right in the center.
Artie is now. It seems like the moment one can just have a little bit of a breakthrough, they're gonna roll right through. But Oleg's house is not really,
Yep,
I guess,
copy
threatened.
that. They'll be coming down in
And
momentarily.
Serve looks like he's dialing in. Finally got you calling in artillery. Serve, I'm not sure if he has a crew with
It's
him.
not possible. We don't have any munitions. Or we don't have enough fuel.
As a strafing run comes in on Oleg's, but now they're trying to get artillery. I mean, if you can't get tanks, you
A
need to at
hostile
least
tank
get
just
artillery.
ran right past me going south
There's guys in the trenches by the garrison.
on my mark, going south down the road.
Take a look.
They are reinforcing this shit with all legs. I see multiple level 3 barriers, level 2 barriers.
Artie,
They have an outpost directly on listening
working
post. If they spawn in, we are losing
it's
that.
all you.
Artie's trying to. Oh my goodness. No, hold on, not quite sure.
Holy fuck, that's a random recon just ran past me.
Light tank just tearing in to the garrison, I
Zero
believe.
people on
We're
listening
taking a
post,
look at it
and they
right
have
now.
multiple
Yeah, oh,
outposts on
outpost. You got Charlie outpost, India
Yeah,
outpost,
they're never gonna get it.
just stuck in the buildings here and
They are
essentially
already
being
perfect
farmed
for
right now.
spawn in that cruise hub.
As Serve and his artillery
Yeah,
crew
dude, these guys are
is
fucking
finally
nuts.
just dialed it into the house. That big yellow house is the perfect spot.
We got flamethrower right on our garrison.
And they're gonna just try to keep it in, or keep the Germans just in. Oh my goodness! Lands right in front, a little bit further, and that would
I
have
swear to God,
destroyed
the Yellow Moy
an
being
insane
capitalized
amount
solo
of
saved the
infantry.
point with a 6-man kill streak.
This play for the artillery might be the one that wins it, because you can see also right back here, this is the actual garrison.
We got Germans all over.
Well, we have an enemy low.
That garrison, oh my goodness, artillery. As it looks like a T-34 just went down,
Garrison down
but the artillery,
on north side of listening post.
you can see the mark now going in. That is exactly where they want to get that arty.
Because it's right out in the open.
Oh my goodness.
The edge of
Serving his crew.
In the north side. Just pick a
Going to be
trench.
This
MVPs
is
if
what
they're
I'm
able
saying,
to
that
pull this off.
That
Hey,
south
listen.
garrison is blocking the trench garrison spot.
As if you're
so,
Germans
yeah.
right now, you're really not going
I can
to. Oh,
take it
that one
down.
just barely misses the garrison. If you're the Germans right now, you really don't want to spawn here because you're being spawned right into artillery.
Germans near the artillery.
I'll leave it.
And that one nearly lands right on the garrison. Fantastic shots. I think they only have one gun up.
Will we be able to get another tank?
Well, they. Oh my goodness!
where? Where?
An 8 HP.
That might have been the last one for now.
The enemy Panthers retreating south.
As we can see, the artillery is no
Possibly
longer
getting
manned.
re-ammoed
I
up.
think Serv's trying to get more of a crew here. Yep. See him, Bravo squad. Now you have a handful of infantry now falling back. And if they can get all 3 of those guns up, that would be absolutely devastating to this position. Germans just
Charlie
barely
marker for
holding
that
on
tank
to
is
it.
extremely accurate. If you could argue that.
Now they're trying to get
There's enemy LUTs on Charlie's mark, remarking it as
a
well. accurate as
light
well.
tank knocked out by
Enemy
Artie is the next
garrison
call.
accurate on list.
And you also have a handful of infantry trying to flank around the south side of the point. But that is going to be extremely hard to deal with if you're the Russians, because once again, you really want to just get one T-34, and here you go. You might finally get it. Klaus and Pope JP. Not seeing any other tank. This is a recon vehicle up here. You don't have much that can easily knock this out. I mean, even artillery, after a shot or two, you could just reposition if you're this this light tank.
My AT is trying to get behind the enemy LUTs, marked by me and the other squad.
And let's try to see this light tank
Garrison on,
can actually get
post
flanked
as well.
here. And Zamorak with the PTRS. And that actually did extremely well. It's actually rocking it. Great shots. And it looks like the recon vehicle. Does he have? Oh, he doesn't have any more ammo. Unbelievable. If he had just a little bit more ammo,
Charlie Pink headed, that tank's headed east.
Hey,
be
you
able
know,
to
you
deal
guys-
with it and hold on
you
a
guys don't
second.
have one single engineer. You know, engineers come with AT mines, right? Do they not when we're Soviets?
Now it's China trying to help
We
out
don't
his
have
buddy.
anything. All our
Mine is
nodes
not
up.
ranged. That doesn't have
Get
much
back in the
range
vehicle,
capability, they're
and
also
Zamorak,
stationary.
unfortunately,
Close
if he
to
had
it.
just maybe one more
Keep it
thing of
Yeah, they're
ammo
out
or
in the
maybe a
middle of
buddy
the
with
field.
them,
We can't
he'd
go
been able to
place a
take
mine
out that
behind them when
Lutz.
they're in the middle of the field.
And he's going to pay the ultimate price for this.
Engineers build nodes. Engineers have AT mines. Engineers build defenses.
Oh, another bombing run on
They're
listening
our most
post.
useful thing that we could have right
And the
now.
German
And we don't
defenses
have
are
one
bending
single
but
out of
not
50
breaking
guys.
as another
46
attack
guys.
looks to be happening on listening. And that is a huge bombing run too.
We lost our garrison.
Because that is, yeah, as you can see, just got the garrison. And once again, Zamorak does finally go down to the MG. Once again,
Oh, dude, that's a fucking good
it
idea.
looks like
It's
it
funny how
wiped
he had
them
that
all the
idea.
Russian defenders on listening. And
Oh, sorry, wrong.
let's take a look to see.
Fucking
Listening
nerd.
post
Where's
honestly
he
doesn't
at?
look
He
too
never asked
bad.
for
I said
command.
merc, not nerd.
No, I said nerd.
And we're
All
gonna
right,
take a
so I
look
have
at
a guy
Wise
switching
Guy.
over to be an engineer. He's saying we need more supplies though because we don't have any
And
to be able to
listening
build
Hey, get a
post.
supply guy. Have your supply guy.
You're gonna
Have
have.
a
I mean, this
support.
is constant theme with
All
the
right, I'll get a
Russians right
support
now. It looks like the infantry command is not doing a bad job, just because of the pressure that the enemy vehicles are putting on the team itself.
The Panther got resupplied.
They're not able
He's
to do
coming
much.
north now.
And you can see Abel and Golf. They're trying to run in and stop this point from being captured.
All right, my engineer is
But
also my supply
I'm
guy.
not sure if they're able
so
to
we're making it
hold on
work.
to this. It just seems untenable right now as the Panzer or maybe even Panther just dumps another shot into the trench line because they continue to have the high ground. It's now been almost 20 minutes of just uncontested tank shots, and listening post is about to swap.
accurate,
It's a
marker on
stalemate.
Charlie.
Golf going in just in time. And Alamus. And hold on
No,
a
it's
second.
not.
Oh, they're just starting to cap it back. This is an insanely clutch insanely clutch play, and that might be a grenade that lands right next to Alamus and Joe. Joe tossing one,
Garrison on me is
and
They know where
Sweepy
it's
might
at.
just take it. He does.
Enemy airhead.
Kieran might be next. As grenades, oh my goodness, it kills two of them.
Our garrison.
And the Germans are clearing out the infantry as you got a whole bunch of reinforcements coming up right from behind. And Soft Taco Quiet, or Softer Taco, sorry. Softer Taco, Quiet Pixels, Michael, Sarah. They're going to try to do what they can, but Listening Post is just, oh my goodness. I think that was a grenade, and that, I don't know if Michael Sarah just tossed a grenade or if that was a tank round. Might have been a TK here, because he just, if it was a TK, he just ruined his team's chances to secure Listening Post as the Russians are now pushing back in. Oh my goodness. I think that was a TK.
Ping.
Yeah, tank marker, they're 10 meters from the fucking garrison.
Wise guy now trying to push in, but oh my goodness. I mean, Russians just hanging on to this. They really have no business winning it right now. There you go, Nuckin with a great shot with his Mosin Nagant.
Southeast.
Joe turning the corner, he has his back turned, but Snake Man's able to cover his buddy with the MG42. Michael Sarah about to be the next one.
These fucking blueberries are crying in VoIP over here.
Kieran,
accurate marker on tank,
tries to take the not trench route and pays the price for it. As now you have friendly artillery. This is looks like Servin crew trying to get Artie going in. As more Russians flood into the point to try to defend it. And you can see what previously was a nice little attack and almost just keeping pressure up on Oleg, as they had garrisons out here, a couple other squad outposts, just keeping that pressure on the west side of Oleg's. Now instead you have the entire team spawning behind Listening Post. You can see, let's see, where is it? That's outpost garrison right back here. So you have the whole team spawning in and trying to push into Listening Post from their own territory.
You can frag them. Look on your radar.
As you have the Germans now pretty comfortable. Another strafing run. Tries to root out some trench boys. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to do much. But Germans pretty comfortable just in this position. Keeping pressure on the trench lines. And oh my goodness. A 3-piece with the PPSH. Or maybe even the DP27. Nope, PPSH it is. And here you go. Germans now in a tough spot as they need to try to retake their own trenches to keep this pressure up on Listening Post. Now Suka. Oh, doesn't
There's supplies up there to make a garrison if you need to.
see Fungi 375. And we trade grenades. That's a good one. Op order needs to bail out. Oh, takes out Fungi. Spooner now trying to take his position, and this is just, you can see how close
Fuck, we got God damn
of a fight it is.
They do not like us, do they?
Hey, if you're
No,
getting
they do
sniped
not
off
like-
artillery,
Only a
get off
handful of
artillery.
Germans on
Don't
the
worry
point,
about it.
but they're able to keep off a lot of Russians as well, as
Just
Kieran
sit back
finally
there
goes
and
down.
fuck around
And
and
Layla
do what they
Moose
wanna do.
has been insane with the Car 98K right now, as that's a big team push. You got some German supplies being dropped. That's a big team push from the Grushki flank area. But even if it's just, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it looks like 5 or 6 Germans in trenches. But the trenches are almost no longer connected. So the Russians have to push across this open spot of land. So even just a handful of Germans can really button up these Russians. You can see all back there, that is an MG marker. That little darker symbol means he just went down. You don't have a lot of support for these troops, and now you're going to have the commander,
the garrison.
Wise Guy and Cheech,
There's a tank
are going to
right
be the
over here
only
still.
ones that can pretty much stave off this attack. Sweet Pea, once again, I think they actually tossed smoke. That is fantastic smoke, actually. Smoking out their position, allowing them to close the gap. Cheech, oh, but that's that Panther once again.
Fuck, I almost
Tanks with the high ground. I've been going through. Is he about to get through? And that's a flamethrower. Cheech with the flamethrower. Oh my goodness, I've been going through. Takes out 2, actually. and finally
That's
goes down to a
everybody's
wise
defending right
guy.
now. They're just, it's a hard spot to defend.
But there you go, just enough. Because we're going to have more Russians from this western side, or eastern side rather. I mean, this is just hanging by a thread right now. One or two solid squads that can actually make, or even just a fire team for the Germans can tip the scales.
Yo, psych, if you turn around,
Here in
right on my body,
Rafa,
inside that
Orange
same
Wither.
trench, bro, there's another guy coming.
Trying to clear out the trenches. This middle trench line is what's causing them the most problems. Smokey going to turn the corner. Who's going to get the first? Smokey does get the drop, and he's got Orange Wither and Rafa. Orange Wither and Rafa both go down. Smokey with a 3-piece. And that is going to be, might just be it. Concerned Shark.
Oh, it's too bad. I don't know.
He's concerned about the wrong area. He's looking off to his right, not down the trench where his buddies just died. Now Smokey manages to take him out. That is a 4-kill streak for Concerned Shark, and that might have just saved it. Might have secured the win for the listening post for the Germans. And we're going to watch this turn over, and there it goes. Listening post is officially in German hands. And that is going to be devastating for the Soviets. Let's see, do they still have any tanks at all? Finally get their recon vehicle up, but no. The Russians have just been stuck up into the trench lines, unable to do much at all. As once again, I mean, here you see it. It's almost they haven't even moved. You know, just
squad, do you copy?
Absolutely farming. I want this. Can I? Hold on a second. Let's see. Jack of all shades. Mr. Bones, I think, is the gunner, right?
Gold squad.
Let's. I think I can search. Can we search Mr. Bones here?
Supplies on the gap mark.
Mr. Bones.
Like a good defense.
What grid is that?
Oh, I thought we could see. I thought we could see his actual like KD, but we can't hear. So, Mr. Bones.
Get like a triangle of defensive Garys.
This is their Overwatch position, and it's not been contested. The only thing that really contested was that that precision strike earlier, knocking out the Puma. And another vehicle goes down. I think that was a supply truck that built this garrison. Yeah, listening post though is now being secured. As the Russians, I bet that is just a handful. So you just see three Russians. So Devious Bomb goes down. So it's not necessarily that the Germans are threatening to have this being lost. It's just that most are moving off the actual capture area in order to try to push into the final point, which is going to be Rooski flank. And if Rooski flank goes down, then it is all over.
Do you just want someone to build a
and
where the supplies are dropping?
We're going to actually bump on over to Wise Guy here and see just how effective this first line of defense is. BV's Taylor as well seems to be way behind, and he sees the garrison.
Recon. We're going to try to delay him as much as we can on listening posts.
And good shot. And if he's able to just keep whoever's spawning in this little set of houses here just pinned down, then you're going to have the main front from the south side able to push from listening post in. And looks like we have a strafing run. Another one comes in to the trench line at listening post.
The supply truck is because I've taken out 5 supply trucks and gotten shredded.
GV's Taylor. And now he's joined by a few of his buddies off this flank. OMF. Oh, if they can get this, this would be incredible.
A heavy tank in about,
I mean, it's just a handful of infantry can just deal such a critical blow to a team. Squash a few outposts, get a good flank, try to pop a garrison. And Devious Bomb doesn't realize that OMW is pushing the garrison, pushing the outposts.
No, you're not
They're next to the garrisons.
Why not?
You can get a medium tank. You can't get a heavy tank.
Why not?
No money.
You can see they're trying to get some heavy tanks. OMW. Kieran goes down. A bridge too far, tries to blast right through the fence.
Yeah, we need the heavy, so...
We have enemy supplies dropping right onto the objective.
This camera is killing me.
Oh, here it is. I'm bad at math, apparently.
Oh, he finally goes down.
There you go.
Oh, I actually can't go through the... I can't go through the... That's hilarious. Actually can't go through the houses here as Messi makes a mess of his grenades. Nearly kills himself as one of his grenades lands right by his feet. Should get flanked by Hodo here. Hodo doesn't finish him off. Messi might be able to turn the corner. And nope, he's going to get completely flanked. Sweet Pea. And now Hodo, tries to do it, but Hodo cleans it up. And the real question mark is, are the tanks,
Command, this is
is it
Alpha
worth for them to
Recon,
push up?
Panther,
You can see, oh
is
yeah, they're
marked
pushing
by
up just a little
marker.
bit. Jack and Mr. Bones and crew trying to do something. And you now have, hold on a second. Pardon the quick camera movement. We finally have a T-34. Oh, this is actually pretty tough to root out position here. You have two MG42s, a big German push from the this western side right here where the cursor is going. It's this western side where you have the garrison, and this garrison can be locked down by a couple of the MGs, and then you have more flankers coming in, the GVS Taylor from earlier, as well as Wheat. This is not looking good for the Soviets. As you can see, Ronin is having a field day right now. Oh, MG34 rather, not the 42. And let's see where that tank went.
Leader. Lima squad, do you...
Tank looks like it actually is already... Oh no, there it is.
We're engaging
Just...
that Panther with the heavy. Thank you for that heavy.
Fuck him up.
There it is. Oh nope, where is
End
it?
his bullshit today.
For real.
One Panther dead.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
IS-1 managed to knock him out.
Fucking lay it on him, bro.
You mark him, we'll kill him, but you gotta mark him.
And that is a
Roger.
fantastic position for him. Oh, and hold on a second.
I've got a mark for a tank.
I love to see it. This was an infantry squad. They decided, hey, we're not
Marker
getting
accurate.
any vehicle support, so we're going to swap to the IS ourselves.
Gulf mark?
They're trying to see...
Roger. Panzer 2, I think.
Trying to see the Panzer.
It's hard to tell from
I
here.
have
see-
precision strike.
Right in there.
Panzer 4. I'm gonna update my
Just
mark.
sitting still.
Engaging him, engaging that Panther 4.
Well, that's
Don't waste the.
nearly a great shot here.
All the tank can take it.
IS-1 just hits right above it. Panzer hitting the front, but not going to do much.
On you, on top of your head.
There you
We're
go.
already on this
Good
area.
shots,
There's
good
a bit of
trades.
infantry.
Lima squad.
Oh, supply truck right in front of us. Let's lost his driver.
Give me comms. Lima squad, on
IS-2
top of your
misses.
head.
I was going to say just missed another one, but there you go. Panzer goes down, and just
Hey,
like
can you
that,
put a-
losing armor
Eyes on it, put
fights
18
for the
on my
entire
marker.
game. Infantry crew
Right here.
decides to jump in the IS-1
George squad
and
infantry.
immediately deals with the tanks. Imagine a game where you actually had some armored crews from the get-go, because the Russians, I don't think, would be
Enemy tank marked
this close.
Baker, marked accurate.
One down.
Another strafing run, trying to get these northern trenches. And, oh, hold on a second. Infantry trying to ambush the tank crews. GV's Taylor. Now a little, a little stuck, but this IS-2 is actually not looking too good right now. Crew's gonna have to bounce. And should be okay.
You try and get on artillery.
There's nothing. Hold on a second.
Dude over here. I'm all by myself.
The Traveler. Hold on. Is GV's Taylor actually knocking him out? Actually, pretty silly right now. He might be able to. Oh, he does! Kills the crewman repairing the IS. And Wheat now. That's anti-tank. They're trying to roll out of Dodge because they know infantry's nearby, and Panzer strike we can see in the house.
I have eyes on the enemy garrison. On mark.
Be very close so you don't pop it in and blow yourself up.
Mark is accurate.
Here you go. IS is just getting ambushed. Eric, game on. Needs to be careful, but Wheat's going to rearm. His Panzerschek should make quick work of the IS at this range.
Setting already there. Let me know how it lands.
Oh, but he misses! Unbelievable. Wheat's now needs to fall back and try to get some ammo. The IS might live to see another fight.
Attention, large enemy group over.
Oh no, finally goes down. And that was to Mr. Jefferson off to our left. And oh my goodness, they nearly ran into a whole supply drop, infantry, garrison, everything you need.
That had to be earlier.
To kind of hold out if you're the Germans, and the IS nearly able to pull off not only just following up this nice little vehicle kill, but able to deal with the infantry, allowing their team to get back into it. But this is just, I think, too much pressure now.
That one was to the left, so shell drift.
And realistically, the Germans, the big issue that they're going to start running into is they just don't have enough manpower and fuel and all your resources that you need to actually purchase your call-ins, your vehicles. Everything is going to be hard to deal with if you don't have any of those resources. As the Germans, I want to say they already have another tank up. Yep, there it is. At least one, maybe another one redeploying them, but they have plenty of nodes, plenty of areas to actually set them up. And the Russians are they're holding on, but it is not looking too good right now. As we're gonna take a look and see the actual trench system that everyone has to deal with here. And really, if this infantry attack right here is successful, if they can root out this this garrison, then that will more than likely be game. You don't have a garrison around Grushki flank. This is really the only team spawn for the Russians, the one that we're looking at right now, this green house.
Keep up the RD on that sector.
Hyper 7.
That one was just short.
Not sure if he saw a bridge too far.
Can't really keep up the RD. There's like 9 of them here.
Okay, roger.
They have Serve and the artillery crew trying to keep fire support, but what's unique in Hell Let Loose, if you guys are a bit more familiar with Squad, you can actually main camp. The artillery is located in main, and one of the recon roles, like most important thing to do, is to go around and knock out the arty crew. So turn on our outlines here so we can see Calamity Cade up on the top. Hyper 7 trying to get eyes on him, as now he knows there's at least one nearby. And Calamity, he has a DP-27, right? So he should be able to turn around and pop whoever pops out of that hole.
I don't know. I killed 2. I didn't
Might want to swap to a grenade. There's a grenade.
So who knows?
Commander, can we have a
Eliminate
precision strike on the
Cade.
Tiger tank?
Knocks out. Oh, I forgot I can't go through the.
Yes, it is stationary.
Can't go through the buildings. Takes out Hyper 7, but nice little hold up there. Now Wheat.
The garrison is still up. George marker tank is active.
Back up. Can't find myself
Tiger.
out. Oh, and he knocks out Wheat as well. Oh man, that's gonna be frustrating.
He's got at least 1 minute for munitions.
Calamity Cade might have just saved his team a lot of fighting back behind him here. If a couple of those Germans were able to get that house, that would have been very tough for that garrison, because now you have infantry pressure on the north side, which we can see right up here. Then you have also infantry pressure on the south side.
Nailed everyone around it, but that shell is about.
As now Grushki flank, the actual outpost itself is being pushed.
For what?
And we're gonna go check that out.
Okay, that is confirmed mark right there. Artie is just to the left of the. Bring it right.
As
bring Artie
Messy
right.
trying to clear out the trenches. Zamorak. Oh, what a shot, Zamorak!
I'm assuming it's just
Taking him out.
at this point.
And hold on, it looks like they're just calling in a
You're
strike at
genuinely
Oleg's
off to the
house.
right or left.
Not quite sure. Oh, precision tank.
You want me to bring it right or left?
Just hold on a second.
Tiger.
Oh, and he just
Precision.
misses. You can see trying to knock out that.
We just destroyed a garrison.
Actually, can't tell. What, Panzer, Tiger?
Garrison is still
Kind of looks like a
standing.
tiger.
Mark on
A
the
precision
enemy
strike,
Panzer II.
not able to take out a tank this time. And that's kind of an expensive strike when you're... Oh, hold on a second. Listening post has a lot of enemy infantry, or friendly infantry. A lot of the Soviets trying to flank out here.
Not really being helpful.
And we're just going to double check because this could be the game. There's only 1 or 2 infantry at Rooski flank for the Russians and Germans. Enemy has begun to capture a critical sector. There you go. Rooski flank.
He had to have placed another fucking outpost down.
Is going to be the critical last defense, and it doesn't look like many Russians are wanting to worry about it. JMJ 191 off to our front left in the trench, fighting off Orange Wither. Now Wise Guy trying to clear it as well, and Grushki flank looks like it's almost just barely stalemated. Messy and Wise Guy trying to clear it out. Concerned Shark now trying to dive into the trenches. Oh, doesn't matter. Great grenade. Wise Guy manages to stay alive. His buddy obliterates right in front of him. And Grushki flank, you see now Gulf Squad trying to push in. And Wise Guy. Concerned Shark with a shot goes right over Wise Guy. This one lands though. JMJ 191 trying to push in for support.
Strafing run, danger close.
You see a strafing run now coming in where JM is, just misses. I'm not sure what. Oh, JM pulls the bolt back and actually gets 2. Gets 3. Muzz the only one left. And then finally going for the bin. Oh man, he really didn't deserve that. JMJ pulling off 3 with his bolt action at close range. Talk about that for some trench clearing. And we are halfway secured. His Hyper 7's now, he needs to pull his rifle up.
Hey, if you guys are getting shredded on your
oh, and what a great peek. This is the fight. You can see listening post is about to be, or it's just started to be secured. We can see in the top, it's the lightning bolt right above us.
Good game, guys.
But I don't think it's going to be in time. You don't have nearly enough infantry.
In real life, I'm not sure exactly which fight this is, but
this is Kursk.
Hyper 7 just a little low.
The Germans was like successful, but because the Russians had multiple layers because they knew it was coming, in the end it turned it out as a German.
As JM once again with his Car 98K.
It was overwhelming German victory. I mean Russian victory.
GG.
Well, this is the initial push.
Oh my goodness. And he knocks out the outpost as well. JMJ is just on a tear, and that is going to be it.
Good job there, Commander.
GG's. And for the first Eye in the Sky Hell Let Loose edition, well, first I want to say thank you guys for working through. The camera was a little weird at times. We'll get used to it, but that was actually really entertaining to see from not just the constant death screen that I typically see when I play Hell Let Loose. So Axis with a resounding victory, taking all 5 sectors on Kursk warfare, and apparently I got experience for that. Nice. Cool. Awesome. Hey, there you go. I got a commendation 2 match bonus. There you go. Nearly got my officer rank up to 3, all from Eye in the Sky. Love to see it.